Welcome back, guys. Now here in this session, we'll discuss about source-driven RL circuit. So similar, the same derivation which is done in source-driven RC circuit. In that source-driven RC circuit, we found the voltage, the change in voltage across capacitor. For source-driven RL circuit, you will find the change in current through inductor. So there will be a difference. When you see the inductor, you will be finding the initial values and final values of inductor only. So for capacitor means voltage across capacitor. For inductor means current through that inductor. So in this at t is operating at t equal to 0 time. So switch is operating at t equal to 0. Before the switch is operating, this is open circuit. Now at that condition, we took initial condition that voltage across voltage current through that inductor is I0. So current through that inductor is I0. This means this inductor is also all before it was charged to current I0. So that inductor we kept here before switch is operating. So this is the meaning of initial condition of this current through that inductor is I0. Now after switch is closed, the circuit will become what? Normal closed circuit. For this circuit, you did the KCL equation. That KCL equation is minus Vs plus R into I dt plus L di by dt. So this is voltage across, this is VL. That's why I did. So we have VL equal to what? L di by dt. So after this, I redraw this circuit VR IIT V LIT equal to Vs. So after this, I want this in a differential mode. So I of t plus L di by dt, L by R into di by dt by dt. This is non-homogeneous equation. So the differential change in current of that inductor will give two responses, that is natural response and forced response. So that natural response and forced response we have to find now. For finding that, we'll separate these variables here. The separating the variables means you bring I of t, change in current in one form. So di by dt Vs bar minus I of t equal to what? So you moved dt and L by R to that side. So you will be getting what this is the equation. So di by dt denominator is goes to Vs minus IRT dt R by L. So now what you will do, you integrate this concept. So integrating that means you will become a minus ln of Vs minus RT R by L and dt. So here k0 is we took as a arbitrary constant. So for validation of this equation, we want to find the k0, that is initial condition. So at initial condition t equal to 0, that means switch is not operated. At that time we have to find k dash. So here switch is operated, not operated at t equal to 0. The inductor through the current through that inductor is I0. So you place that I0 here. Now minus ln Vs by R I0, R by L t equal to 0. So you get k dash as minus ln Vs R minus of I0. So when you substitute the k dash in third equation, you will be getting this. For under this equation, it's the same which is followed by, we need to get I of t. So in that process we got this one. So this equation is the final equation you need to know. Now tau equal to what? L by R. So we will analyze this equation now. So for analyzing equation, now we took I of t equal to Vs by R plus I0 minus Vs by R into e power minus t by tau. So Vs by R means what? This is a current. This is will take a natural response and this is a forced response. So this can be written as I of t equal to I of infinite plus I of 0 minus I of infinite e power minus t by tau. That means this is a steady state value of inductor after time t equal to 0 at infinite time. Now I naught is at time t equal to 0 the current through that inductor. So this is the expression, you need to memorize this for solving the equations. So the same methodology will follow for RC circuit also. So we'll solve now a few problems based on that equation only. This is a current through that inductor. Let's say value e power minus t by tau. So I am taking the circuit like this small circuit. So there is no complication here. So you understanding the concept is important. So you given the circuit here. Now the question is, the switch is operating. The switch is operated. The switch is in position 1 for a long time. At t equal to 0, it is moved to position 2. Then asked to find current expression. This current I of t. Current expression. So immediately if you see the switch means the switch is the circuit is operating switch 1 for a long interval of time. That means for a long interval of time it is operated. Then at t equal to 0 it is the switch 2 is operating. Then after t is operating for a long time, he is asking you to find the expression of current through the inductor. Through inductor. Okay. So now what you do at t less than 0, that means you need to find initial condition, that is I naught. What the circuit will become? It will be in position 1. Okay. This is 40. This is 40. So with initial condition, the switch is up to t equal to 0. The switch is operated for a long interval of time. That means this inductor at t less than 0 will come to a steady state. So at this state, this is shorted. That means there is no way to store current here. If there is no way to store, there is no way to. So the current is charged fully here, accumulated here. So it will be shorted. So whatever the current will be flow this here. So that's why this inductor is shorted at steady state. There in capacitor, in steady state it is opened. Here in inductor, at steady state it is closed. That's why at 0, so at I equal to 0, what will become? So by Ohm's law, 40 by 40. So since it is shorted, there is no resistance here. 40 by 40, that is 1 amp. So I of 0 equal to 1 amp. Now at t greater than 0, the circuit will close to 2. Now it will become like this. 10 volts is acting. This is 40. So now t greater than 0, at finite interval of time, it is operated at steady state. At I of infinity you need to find. At I of infinity, this will be get started. Again it is operated, same circuit is operating here but with other source, but it is operated for finite interval of time. need to reach a finite interval of time, there is no way to store extra charge here, extra current here. Therefore, the total current will be flowing. There is no resistance here. So I of t at inductor at steady state started. So we will short this inductor. So I of infinity will become 10 by 40, that is 1 by 4. The I of infinity equal to 0.2425 amps. Okay. Now the time constant tau equal to what? L for RL circuit, R L by R. So time constant only after steady state switch is operated here. So now L equal to what? 20 into 10 power minus 3. R equal to 40. Then you will be getting a what? 1 by 2. So 0.5 milliseconds. Okay. So 0.5 milliseconds means tau. So now expression means what? Current expression I of t can be written as I of infinity plus I of 0 minus I of infinite e power minus t by tau. So I of infinite value is 0.25 plus I of 0 value is 1 minus 0.25 e power minus t by 0.5 milliseconds. That will become 0.25 plus 0.75 into e power minus 2000 time. So this is the final expression you asked. If they asked the voltage across the inductor expression VL of t, then what is having VL of t? You have L di by dt. So you will differentiate this equation and you will find the voltage across the inductor. And if you ask IR of t means same current IR of C is IR of t equal to IR of t. So VR of t means IR of t into time 40 into 4. Okay. So this is the expression. So you need to draw the curve for this IC of t. So if you are willing to draw the curve means the curve will be drawn like this. At time t equal to 0, that means I of t equal to 0. What happens? Substitute that t equal to 0. 0.25 plus 0.75 into 1. E power minus 0 equal, that is equal to 1. So at time 0, the current is 1 here. Okay. Now at time equal to infinite, t power minus g infinity equal to 0. It becomes 0.25. That means at time t tends to infinite, the current will be decayed up to 0.25 only. Okay, this is I of t. That is current expression through current flowing through inductor. So they were this is a small basic basic problems only. So you will be having a very complicated problems here. So I'll give you that in material for you. Okay, this is a basic problem you will deal with, and I'll give few more sums. You can solve that by your own. Thank you. In next class we will see about RLC circuit, source free RLC circuit and sourced RLC circuit. They will be used in Laplace transformation. So